everyone and welcome to another video. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I've been super into Hermitcraft Season 7 and I've been watching it like every video that comes out. I've been enjoying all of it. It's been a great time. So if you're like me, you probably saw Mumbo's video of the thing that is built right behind me. In that video, Mumbo built this iron farm. That's Gnembon's Iron Farm, actually. From 1.14.4, I believe, is actually what he made it for. I know we're in 1.15.2 at this point. So I figured I would actually do a little tutorial for you guys on how to build this in your own server, so you guys can get a bunch of iron. So we actually only AFK'd at this probably for 3 hours, maybe, and we got that much iron. There's 3 of us, so to be able to have 4 different modules that have all that iron in it, again, it's not a central storage thing. I kind of just did a little staircase kind of thing. This is supposed to be pretty like starter basey, make it easy, simple stuff that you can get. The hardest thing to get, I think, in this whole thing is the end rods, which are kind of really needed. You kind of need to at least have gone to the end by the time you build this. But I'm going to show you guys how to build all of that in my redstone test world, and I will see you guys there. So this is actually the layout of the farm. We want to make sure you have room for this, so I recommend just kind of blocking it out. You obviously don't need to use wool, you can just use like some dirt. Just kind of make sure you have enough room on the ground to fit this whole thing. The center square is 13 by 13. So I would start with that, and once you get that 13 by 13 square, I would start with the modules for the villagers. From the corner, and do 1 block in a diagonal, and then place your first kind of blue from that. So it should be separated by 1 single block in between. And then you would count a 9 by 9 right here, because this is actually going to be the entire villager and iron golem collection. And you're going to do that on every corner. All in all, it's a 33 by 33 square that you're going to be making sure that you have kind of that flat area for. Alright, currently what's in my inventory is exactly what you're going to need when building this farm in survival. You're going to want to make sure you have all this kind of handy already in a chest near you, just to make the process a lot easier. You're going to need 8 stonecutters, 4 fletching tables, 4 redstone dust, 20 spruce fence gates, which can actually be any fence gate that you want to make, a minecart, 24 powered rails, 4 levers, a pressure plate of any kind, at least 1 water bucket, 4 stacks of slabs of your choice, 12 beds, 8 end rods, and you can actually make end rods with chorus fruit and blaze rods. If you just cook the chorus fruit, if you mix 1 chorus fruit with a blaze rod, I believe it gives you 3, so you're only going to need a couple of those to actually make the end rods, so you don't actually have to go end busting to find them. 8 white carpets or any color carpet, 12 villagers, 1 zombie, and 6 stacks of glass. Now you have all the materials that you'll need. You'll have to take a block of your choice. I would recommend probably dirt if you're in a survival, just so you can break it easily, or scaffolding. And you're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you count up 10, you're going to take some of your glass and place 1 glass block right here. So this is going to be the point on where you start orienting where this whole track is going to start. From here, you're going to want to go towards the center of the square by 2 more. So you have it 3. And then you're going to go towards the other way to the left by 4. Make sure you kind of orient it this way, otherwise your track won't work correctly. So towards the right, towards the center by 3, towards the left, towards the center by 4. Just like this. Should make an L. And you're going to fill this in, take the block of your choice, and you're going to place it 1 in from the edge of the glass. Place another block below it, and place that glass block right there. And you can just destroy that. So you have that glass started, and you're going to go by 3. Go up by 1, up by 1, and then up by 1 more time, so it is 1 above this level. You're going to place now a block right here, and we're going to do the same thing as what you did right there. So we're going to kind of go 3 out, just like that, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Since to the left is 4, to the right is 3. And you're just going to repeat. So it should match up just like that. And a good check would just be to pillar up right in here, make sure that that's the edge, which it is, and it should be for all of them. Again, this should line up just right here. So now that is the start of the track. So we got that completely set up pretty much. Now we can start adding the little extra bits that actually make this into the track. Next, take your 24 powered rails and place them just like this. So there should be 6 right here. The next 6 go right like this. And you get the picture. Just keep going around by the 6. Now if you grab your pressure plates, you're actually going to be putting them down so that your water will stay on the track. Just like this. 4 down along the 4 and then 2 in the corner. Because we're going to place some of our slabs right here. Whatever slab color or pressure plates of your choice, it should look like this so we can have the water trail just like that. To make sure, again, the water stays where it wants. And you'll have this block for it to run into to then kind of turn slowly. And that actually gives it enough time to actually scare these villagers so then that they will make the golem. Otherwise it will go by too fast and you won't get the golems and it won't have enough time for the other ones to reset. Alright, so next we're going to take 4 of our fences. We're gonna place our block right here so it's in line with that. Place our fence on top of it and open the fence. So it's pointed just like that. Block, fence, open, break the block. So now we have the waterways completely set up. Now we're going to take the slabs again and make the cover for the zombie. The way to place these would just be to try to place it right on here, or the most elevated part, and that's going to elevate it by 1. If we want that by 1, and you're just going to follow exactly where the track is. So this should be kind of what you have going on so far. Next, we're going to want to take a water bucket and we're going to drop the water source right at the bottom base. We're going to drop the water source right at the base of the powered rails when they're coming in. So it should turn that corner and stop right there. You should have no worries on the water kind of going off wherever it wants. Now we have the 4 levers. We're actually just going to activate these rails by placing it against those blocks. Just like that. Once you get those powered, the zombie area is 100% done. Next, we can work on the quadrants for the villagers. Now we're going to count up by 10 on this corner closest to the villager. Track. Just like this. So it should be 1 air block in between at a diagonal. And this is where we're going to actually place each of our fletching tables. Once each one of those are in place, I would take your redstone dust and just place them on top of each of these little guys. Next, I would take your stonecutters and on the 2 corners pointing towards the track against the side of the hitbox for the redstone dust, it's actually going to place them for you, so you don't have to place any other blocks. Just like that. You'll have your 3 workstations for each of your villagers. Now that you got those placed, it's time to start placing your beds. So make sure that the heads of the beds are painted towards the redstone from the other 2 blocks adjacent to this. Then place your last bed just like this, so the head is touching both of them, just like this. And then destroy the blocks underneath and do the same thing on each of them. Once you get the beds in place, I would take the H string that I forgot to tell you guys to grab, but make sure you have H string so you can actually shift click on top of the heads of the beds that are the closest to the fletching table. So then you can take it and place your carpet right on top of them, just like that. Once that's all in place, take your extra block, place it just like this, and take 2 end rods and place them on the sides of the block that's closest to this track, and then break your block that you placed. This is actually what's going to keep them in this little area. Once you place those end rods, that will be the last step to actually finish off the villager holding area. So now we got the zombie track done and the villager holding area. Next, we're going to build the collection area for the iron golems for them to spawn and then be murdered. Again, we're going to be using the fletching table. Take whatever you have left of glass, go 2 down from it, and then you're going to make your 9x9 square. 1 more layer below, so it should just look just like that. Next, you're going to come right next to the fletching table with the track and the other spawning area behind you, and you're going to come down and place 2 wide slabs just like this. You have 2 full blocks that you can stand in. And you're going to turn left from there, and you're going to do 2 wide over here as well. Then the furthest from the track, you're going to do 3 wide and 3 wide, just like this. So you're going to have a 2x2, slightly off-centered, closer to the zombie run. And you could do that for every single one as well. Next, you're going to place your fence gates. Just like this, placing the blocks behind it so that when you open it up, it's all above the water. And do that for every single one. Next, you're going to take your water bucket and make sure you place it on the glass in the corner, not on the slabs, because remember, you can now waterlog slabs. So a lot of times that water will just land right below. But you're going to place it in each corner, so it's all going to push him, no matter where he lands, right into that center. And you're going to do that for every single one of these again. For now, all I did was dig a straight hole right below where this opening is and put some lava at the bottom just to kill them, just because I don't need to do a collection unit right now because I am in a testing world. The last thing I'm going to tell you guys to do, which is going to be different than Gnembon's video as well as Mumbo's video, which is actually fixed for a current issue that I ran into on my server and I saw a lot of people have issues with in the comment section of Gnembon's video, is in the current version of Minecraft, the villagers actually won't stay in that spot because of a cramming issue, and they'll actually glitch through the bed and land down here. To fix that, if you just shift click a glass block right here and go 3 up, just like this, that actually stops them from being able to get out. And that is everything you need to do, other than place in your villagers. So 3 in each module. Obviously you're going to have to do a lot more work than what I am, considering I'm just spawning them in. Since I'm on a server, like I said, we make sure everything we do is toggleable. So right here, we actually have a rail that's pointing inwards, and when it's turned the opposite way, it'll point this way, so that the zombie will continue on the track unless we activate it. We used an old school torch elevator down in here, and have a track that goes right into this little box where this guy can wait until we flip this switch that's connected to here. That's actually gonna turn him on and let him go and turn on the entire farm. From here, you'll actually be able to watch this work. Whoop. See, we already got one iron golem right here. And he's at the next one, which now has an iron golem that's fallen in. So now, you guys can have a fully functioning iron golem farm that works in the current version of Minecraft 1.15.2. I hope this helped everyone who has been asking for a tutorial and wanting to learn how to make this, considering it's kind of got a little popular because Mumbo made it. So thank you guys so much. Please let me know how you like this tutorial, as well as comment anything I can do to improve it. Again, I'm still pretty new at a lot of this stuff. So thank you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.